30th tables now. Rather tight. Play around about an hour. Still about building. Because there is not much history yet. I have a few players I have 10 or 20 hands on, so most of the players still are unknown to me. Jack is not playable against the open raise from middle position, I'd say. Here I will open raise. Let's check the blinds, no stats on them. The button is also not a known high 3-better. Still goes through, very nice. And it's quite striking that if you always fold in the blinds, you're gonna have minus 100 BB per 100 it is in the big blind and minus 50 in the small blind. I will open to 3 BB here, blind versus blind, small blind. Flop is okay for me. We'll bet it a little bit below half pot. I get the call. The turn is not brilliant for me, so I will check. I have no blockers to the flush. And when he checks back, I will fire again on the river. Planning to fold to raise. Well, very strange line to play. To play the trips with. I have king high on this 2-pair board. Giving it up against the aces. Probably just should have checked back. I released my new video yesterday. It wasn't finished before I went in the holidays to France. Took me the whole week to finish it, but released it yesterday evening. Ace Jack, probably going to be a 3-bet. And King 10 off is a standard open from the button. We have no stats on him, how he reacts to 3-bets. He folded in this instance, which is a good result. We have an aggressive 3-better after us in the button on the left table. Well, I was too slow here. But it ended up the best way, I think, because the button will 3-bet here with a wide range, which is a correct play, because I too open from the cutoff with a very wide range. Do we have here? I will not play the hand. Do I counter bet here? I think so. And I still have to call against the min raise. But it's a strange way to play the hand. Now I have showdown value and I will play the hand rather passively. When he bets big this turn, he actually tells me he's better than pair of sevens. He could have the queen, yes. Then I'm dead. I'll let it be. I will have to sign in to see the chat, which is quite strange. A pair of sixes flops well. Can hit sets which are monster hands, and is not really the hand to 3-bet with. We'll call against small size bet once. Pretty ugly board. Seems to be the same conclusion with villain here. Yeah, I thought so. The board hit him quite well. But he was also afraid of better hands like straights. King 8 off, I will not open against someone that 3-bets 100%. But I will, as I do with the early position, also under the gun position, I will open to 3 big blinds here. Meter. Call me. He seems to be attack. We will have a somewhat condensed range here, which doesn't hit apparently. Again, don't like overcalling with the aggressive 3-better on the button. He will squeeze a lot. We have a not full stack player limping in under the gun. Want to make it 4 big blinds to ISO him. What is okay for me. I don't see much no, don't see much value in raising him here. I'll just call. His bet size is suspiciously low. He could do that with the jack, but I'm not afraid terribly. How many times does he have the jack here? Him called. It looks weak, but I do want to fold the hand. It's a half pot bet. No, I will call. Oh, sad. Okay. He river trips here with ace-5 and bets the whole time. I went behind. You can't see the poker tracker for stat. Range work. Board. Do we want to turn this hand into a bluff? No, we don't. But I want to see where we're at, and I prefer a donk lead to just a check. With that hand on the with that card on the river, I might prefer a check fold line. Yeah, he hit the king. Mm. I will just blind out for a second to fix the chat issue. UFA. Okay. I have a safe Google account as it seems. Does chat even work? Yeah, chat works. Okay, back to play. Oh, I would have liked to call this hand versus the taggish player here. A weak tag probably because he doesn't know how to 3-bet. But now with the 3-bet here, he might have, if on a very strong range, he might have the possibility to 4-bet high, and then I'm squeezed out of the hand. So fold is okay. I get pretty good odds. Well, I call here. Got the backdoor straight draw, no, backdoor flush draw on this board. Hate it. I hate the check min raises, but I do have to call here. I will check raise this turn, and I will fold the hand on the right side. We're betting river against this very aggressive player, 82-64. No high 3-bet values in the blinds. Let's try it out. I have 3/4 stack, opening the pot in middle position. We could hit once, right? This board is so ugly. I believe it. Now, 2 of my outs are dead, I guess, because if they are diamonds too, then it's a 4-card flush and I probably lose the hand, so no. Ace king, everyone's darling hand. Do we go broke on the right table? He tanks. But he folds. Yeah, poker stars. You keep on dealing me ace king hands only to make me not hit the board. Which is kind of cruel if I think about it. Okay. I'll fold the right hand and I will 4-bet. Four-bet on the left table, which leads fold. Easy decision on the right table, but I want to see how the hand goes on. Do we see 2 monsters here, or was it just a bluff 3-bet from Marcadela? Maradeka. Give me some action. Yep. Oh, what a bad play from the aggressive player here. Astonishingly bad. Bet percentage 17 on the big blind. I will not steal with a hand that can stand the 3-bet. This guy. It's just awful, but the bets are so small I have to call with my second pair. 9-6, river 2 pair, thanks. The bad thing is that it makes me look bad both on my red line and on my... No, see it. No, the aces just went through. I did get only folds. I'll check behind. When he checks again, I will start betting. And doing so a little higher. Higher size. Yeah, I will call here and see a flop. I could have squeezed, but I don't like this hand out of position versus the very tight opener here. Okay, so somebody would have to squeeze. Wow. Let's watch what we see. Kings and ace king. Can't really understand why he just called the open raiser and did not rebet. Where are these hands? These classic, I have a great hand from top 2%, queens plus ace king, and I put it all in versus an aggressive player. And I bring it home. These hands, I miss them. See betting half pot here. Board is okay for me, but also hits some of his calling range. It's a 2-street betting hand with that weak kicker of a 9, so I use the turn to see possible the worst card in the deck on the river. Yeah, I will just check behind, friend. We chop it. There was clearly, I think this is a clear check on the river. If I bet there, I will only get called by queens or elsewise better hands. 2 pairs probably sets. Even though these kind of hands wouldn't make sense. See the 3-bet value here. I will not steal of that. Yeah, I hope you can see some improvement in the lighting. I did buy a little screen lamp. Give some more light the head. But still, you might see the dark rings below my my eyes. That's just because the lighting is not absolutely correct, of course. Here we have the possibility all in. Nope. King 9. Then 3 bet values. I'm risking it against this play. Oh. Timed out on the right table, but okay. The open would have been ABC poker. Back 10 off from the cutoff. But I guess it's not minus EV to just pass it, or not a lot minus EV, pass it. Thinking about the 3 bet here, but I don't. The hand is not suited, and I would prefer it to be with lower cards. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, or else ace jack and better, so we dominate his other aces that open there, probably ace 9, ace 10, ace jack. He's going to 3 bet a lot. Do I bluff 4 bet here? No. Not against this player. But I might check raise this flop. Because my perceived range, when I check raise here, is actually really strong. If he that's kind of shitty situation right now. He's obviously not scared from the ace. He could do that with kings, queens, jacks, but he too could do it. No, I just run into a very bad situation here with that check raise bluff on the flop. I give up. I do not like what I did here. Yeah, with a hand like this, it's clear he continues. And I run into a part of his range that was realistically there, and yeah, probably bad play. I'm gonna mark the hand for bad play and do it later. Just everything is awful. My hitting skills are just so awful here. What do I do? Doing chips here. This is not a game. King 7 was a fold because of the high 3 bet value. The big blind. getting a walk with the pocket fives. We will chop a lot here. Rebet values are quite okay. This guy does it from time to time. Same here. I have two opponents here. I have hit middle pair. I won't continue. No action with the aces. It's almost 200 hands. And I'm down 1.23 stacks and didn't even hit one single all-in spot, so there's a gap to fill until great poker play. I'm just giving up here because he's so aggressive, and I will play him a lot out of position. Here 2-3-bet values so high. It's so bad it's probably not even in the open range of the button. How does he use his PFR by position? It's heavily weighted towards the late position, so he's positional aware. When he does it in a rather early position, I think he has a strong range there. See this? Both lines, aggressive 3-betters, mid stacks, half stacks. No merits in stealing there. That's why I give up the button, which is also called the money position. So not something I do. Are in say it's a hand that plays bad against such a tight open raising range, and that's why I folded. I will play a lot against better kings, better jacks. And if calling is not an option, also because of other players left to act after me, then 3-betting would be, but the only merits to 3-bet is that king jack blocks some of his value range, like kings, jacks, ace king, ace jack. That's not very much to merit the 3-bet there. A pair of sixes might still be good. Does he open from the cut? Much. Yeah. Squeeze the pot all day. I would have hoped he comes over the top with his 35 big blind stack. Squeeze pot here. Yes. I'm blocking nothing. But he folds to 3-bets a lot, and he would have probably isolated if he would stay in a good hand. Yep. For once a play worked. Some playability is still left with what was it, 5-6 offsuit, but of course it's not the best hand to do it. 2, he folds to 3-bets a lot, he opens 50%. Do it. Check here. Because he caught me. Good hand to 3-bet. Good playability here from the small blind. Do I even 3-bet here? I think my hand still is good. That's the worst hand to open under the gun. Do I do it? Nope. Not a good card to second barrel on. If he had poker pairs that he wanted to continue, he will do against his turn card, I bet. I'll just check behind. Ah! Now I'm the lucky one. But it's quite strong. He continues here. Oh, okay, with ace high. We'll have to raise that ace. Nope, no open with the 20% three-better after me. We had some history too. I remember his name. Borderline open, but okay. When called here, I just check it. Not much to protect from. The overbets here, and I don't see any merits in continue. Here I'm just glad I can keep up my equity for free. It even was up a little, so I can call small bet. You will see if he checks again. I take the free showdown. Yep, he hit the queen. But I don't have any problems. Auto hand played out, it's okay. Ace king. This time it's the suited version. From under the gun. Called. Goes fast. Board is so dry. He got a piece from it. But again, half pot on the river. Did he call me with the worst king? Yeah, that was the worst. That was the worst king. That's the reason you don't call with king jack against the tight under the gun opener, because your king and your jack both will be dominated if you hit, and you're bound to lose a big pot. Some of you may question why I fold spots or hands like this. That's exactly the reason. We should have to expect a 3-bet here, but the hand is too... Oh, don't fold me out with the nines. Just too good to not open it. $300 hands now. I still have a very high 3-bet percentage. $6.9. Do we dance? La Parxido. Yes, we do. Board is okay-ish, hit some calling ranges. Well, my perceived range here is stronger than my actual hand, so I can bet here. I need to know, no. Thinking about semi-bluffing once again. But if I get raised here, and that's possible if he has the 9, I don't even draw to the nuts. I rather have the card. Do I need to bet this? No. Yes, yeah, he's... probably would not have run into a raise. Check raise on the turn, but you never know. Look at his stats. He's gone already. Jack's on the gun. Perfect hand to lose a whole stack with. He 3-bets a lot, but ace-10 is a good hand. And I will take my chances. %, 3-bet. Do I try it out against the button? I try, but as I read him, he will try to put pressure on me a lot. Yeah. Percentage is 8. My thought process was too slow there. Yeah. I finally get the graph working. Not really crushing at the moment. 350 hands now. So ugly. Even the min raise is such a poor situation for me out of position against these aggressive players. I can close the action here, and I have a hand with relatively good playability. Merits in betting here. I could do the odd bluff 3-bet here. Blocking aces, ace king, and having some playability potential. Fold. This board is so ugly for the whole range, the 3-bets, but also it might hit a calling range, a 3-bet calling range quite hard. So I just take the free card and hope to improve somewhat. So tight, what do I do? Do I try to stab at the pot once more time? It's ugly. Even more. Should have bet. I should have bet. Okay. No hitting skills today. Probably a good spot to bluff the river, because the board paired and it's less likely he hit the 8 and doesn't really have the jack, he might fold. Yeah, of course. You can call with a poker pair, because you beat my bluffing range and I have bluffs there. Not a bad play from him. That's an odd raise size. Talking about raise sizes, I was listening to what was it, podcast from Red Chip Poker, and they were talking about new GTO trends. GTO is a thing I don't really understand very well. But they say that there's a tendency to flip around the old saying that raise higher, you use bigger raise sizes from early and you start declining from late position. And as it seems, GTO suggests that you do it just the opposite. you use the smaller raise sizes from under the gun middle position and you start increasing them on late position. Can really elaborate on the logic there because it doesn't make sense for me, but seems like these solvers found these trends, so I'm not applying it yet. I think it will be if I manage to move up the mid stakes, it will start to make sense. Learning more about GTO. But just from what I understand from the strategy, it's also a good thing to play GTO if your opponents are not known. Percent 3-bet, but only 2 hands. I will risk it. Steal. Okay. See you. Tag one more time that likes to fold. Versus 3 bets. That's just odd. Min raise. Call. I squeeze? No, I don't, because the stack size of the initial raiser is so small. Where was I? GTO, new trends opening up with the bigger raise size or open raise size. Early no, the other way around. Opening up smaller raise sizes from early position and increasing them on late position. It might have something to do with the tendencies to have such wide ranges on the late positions and small ones. Sorry, I lost the point, but I have to concentrate on the jacks now. Okay, he's so aggressive here. He's so aggressive here on his general tendency, so aggressive. And his position is with wide ranges here. I will just risk to get it all in. Yeah. Obviously, he's one of the exploitive players. Didn't believe my 4-bet range here. So probably back to the GTO thing. If you start open raising bigger on the late positions, it will be more expensive to 3-bet. So you can't get away with the 7 to 9 or probably 11 big blinds as a 3-bet from the blinds, which will give a reason not to 3-bet. But then again, if you do it with hands like, what do we say, Queen 6 suited, you will invest big bets to open raise and you will lose them if 3-bet. So that argument should, in my opinion, turn the scale back to a break-even argument, but knows what these solvers are doing. If one of the viewers knows the reason, I'd be glad to read it in the comments. Ace King, do we get action here? 3-bet 5%, please. Here. No. This guy, he's only f8 hand, so that's pretty mean a lot. We see. No, I will not open raise here. What are these little signs anyway, next to the player names? Okay, do I stick it in here? I think so, because I don't want the other guy in the pot. Okay. Starting to like it a little bit more. Two colors. Yeah. Have it. Steel went through on the right side. Ace king. Ace queen. Did I say ace king? No, it's ace. One of the blinds 3-bets here. I do not know much about him, but I will call the hand because I have position. And can scratch my back now. I don't see any way I get back from this hand. Thank you. Aces. Now GTO would want me to min raise these, probably. I'm not even sure. And I can't see why. Recreational player in the big blind called me. He wants to see flops. I have 450 hands now. And for today only, we're down one stack. Looks like the Valley of Tears, that graph. What if it continues to go up? It will be a value that I like. This guy limping under the gun. Big. We're complete. I don't like opening up the action one more time. Probably was a misclick or something. The odds would be good, but I don't know what I would draw to exactly. Could be that I am already dead. Because I had a 9 in the big blind. Unimproved. Not unimproved, just unchanged. Didn't have to invest in the pot. Could easily wake up with the 9. Then I'm probably dead if I don't trade. And the odds for that are pretty low. That percentage is okay. I have a nice taggish image. Sluggish is what I would call it, the graph for this month. Look at this. For once I hit the board pretty nice. The open-ender. And they give me even the odds to continue. Now I would not have liked to hit a pair here. Because now Queen Jack has me beat. Yeah, let's family pot it. What a nice river. Can extract a little bit out of him. Got the gut shot here. Will I really continue with the gut shot against not full stack? Nope. And 9. Good stealing spot even against these two. Think I use the squeeze here. I want these two out. I had big blind, I can raise with that hand. That's the guy that used to bluff bet me. Bad move from him to call my open because these guys are so aggressive. How deep is he? He's 100 bigs deep, but I'm getting a good price. Need to make 100 big blinds out of this hand if I call. I could if Blackfish stays in the hand too. Well, no, that wasn't what I was hoping for, but these two guys are going to battle it out. Looks like aces, kings. So he would have easily paid me. And after all, with this guy here, overcalling also, he even had the right odds to do so. It must be about an hour now. Stream. We'll look for an ending soon. Yeah. Look at this guy, he likes to call. Let's isolate him. You for calling, friend. He can hit that board pretty good. So I opt for a bigger size. I want to bring him all in by the river. And we need 3 streets for that. He stays passive. It's a complete. Yeah, I feel I'm calm now after a hard start in the session. Oh, look at him, he's only got 25 Bs. He plays rather passive, but I feel like I could be in a flip here most of the time. Okay, I'm not. Nice hand. Here we go again. Yeah, it was hard to guess his range. The thing that made me go with my pocket eights is that it was a, I don't know, button versus small blind or something battle, and there the ranges are generally very wide. And I think I'm running a lot against high cards, ace queen, ace king, ace jack, something like that. Players with small stacks tend to use these hands to bring their 25 big blind stacks in. So it's okay. Pocket twos, do I even open here? No. Too much aggressive players, too many aggressive players behind me. But pocket sevens, on the other hand, we have to play, even though against a player like this, or like this. Yeah, I need to win 50 big blinds or 55 big blinds by the rule 1 of 10, 1 to 10. Have these in a board that it's my 3-bet calling range, not too bad. But not too high here. And even win that pot with the donk bet. Yeah. I will start sitting out now. And end the session. We go on table down. Oh, I see. One follower is in the chat. And it's just when I start to break down the table. So your break is going to be very short, my friend. Did you write this? In the chat. I will try to not kill off the stream this time and change to the ending screen, so I won't cut off the action with the last 2 minutes because there's a delay of 3 minutes. And yeah, the session was not all too good. It was not too bad either. It reminded me of the rest of the April play. The start of the session was particularly bad. I didn't like how I felt under pressure there. To be honest, the circumstances when I started the sessions were not the best. I was a bit nervous. lot to do at home, and still I wanted to finally grind some hands. Mm, then I recovered well, I think. The results don't look that good as they should. There were spots with aggressive wrecks that I could handle well, and that could have easily come down to all-in hands that I would have been a favorite into. Yeah. So all in all, still not all too happy with the development of April, but okay. It happens. The volume of hands I play is still so low that we shouldn't draw too many conclusions here from the small sample size. I don't freak out here. But what I am thinking about is getting the rest of my bankroll. I split the bankroll in two. I have $200 here on PokerStars, around about now 180, and I have another 210 or something on iPoker. But I quit playing iPoker a long time ago, so I could take the other part of that bankroll and aim to move up to no limit 16 right now. But we will see. Problem with no limit 10 and no limit 16, no limit 25 is it, I guess, is the rate cuts. They are very high in relation to the pots you can win, and that only gets better at no limit 100 up, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you know more about this rake structure in PokerStars. I also don't really know about the rakeback system they changed beginning of this year, I think. It might help me, but as far as I know, I don't have any rakeback available here in Switzerland because of regulatory reasons. But we will see what the site is offering itself. Probably is some kind of rakeback. I will check out how I can activate this. Yeah, thank you for watching. Let's hope the next session is a killer session. As always, the results are not as important as the kind of game we play mentally and on the field itself. So yeah, let's hope you stick with me until the next time. Thank you.